Kelly, David here. I've got my goggles on and I'm ready for a deep sea dip.
Kelly logging on. Where are we diving to today?
We're going around the world and under the waves to take a look at the fiercest creature in the sea.
My Aunt Edna on a raft?
Nope. This grinning giant.
Talk about teeth!
You've just come nose to jaw with the great white shark, one of the ocean's top predators, and the most notorious of all the sharks.
Let's get out of here.
No way. We'll miss all the action. And besides, if we leave now, you'll never get to meet the other 370 species of shark.
Okay, you've convinced me. Now I've got plenty of reasons not to go in the water. 370, in fact.
Kelly, forget what you've seen in the movies. Sharks don't usually go after people. Most sharks would rather attack a fish dinner than you. In fact, there's one kind of shark that's the gentlest creature you'll ever meet.
That giant guy's a shark? It looks more like a whale to me.
Actually, it's a whale shark, the largest fish in the sea.
And you're trying to tell me those divers are safe?
Sure. The whale shark is a two-ton pussycat. In fact, even though he's the biggest fish in the ocean, he snacks on one of the smallest, little guys called krill.
Krill?
Teeny tiny, nearly microscopic critters that look like shrimp. The whale shark strains in 250,000 gallons of water through his gills every hour, trapping krill and small fish. That's why he's almost always swimming with his mouth wide open.
Hey, wait a minute. What's this? Swimming seaweed?
That's the whale shark's cousin, the woebegone.
That spotty-looking thing's a shark?
Also known as the swimming carpet. That grunge look helps the woebegone blend in with the sea floor.
Camouflage.
Exactly. All he has to do is lie still and wait. Sooner or later.
Snack attack. Okay, help me out here. That whale shark's nothing like the woebegone, and neither of them look like the great white. What makes them all sharks?
Well, basically, sharks are fish that have cartilage instead of bones.
Cartilage?
Same as the bendy material that gives your ear its shape. It's the main thing that makes a shark a shark.
How eerie.
And, as we've seen, lots of sharks have special features that make them super efficient fish-eating machines.
I'm not so sure I want to know about this.
No, you'll love it. Let's take a look at the coolest part of sharks, their teeth.
Wow, they sure have a lot of them.
Some sharks have as many as 15 rows of teeth folded back into their jaws. Teeth are so important to sharks that they replace them throughout their lives. A shark can lose and replace 6,000 razor shark teeth every year.
Hey, they are way cool. I get your point.
If you're a shark, flossing between meals is not necessary. When one tooth falls out, the new one rotates right into place.
Look out, David!
Those teeth are attached to killer jaws. Tests like this have recorded a bite strength of 42,000 pounds per square inch.
Massive.
Actually, your bite's almost that strong.
Oh yeah, except I don't go around chewing boards in half.
Well, sharks have the edge on biting because they have those razor-sharp teeth and some really cool tricks. Some sharks can push their jaws forward to snatch a snack with a single bite.
I'm glad we're on dry land.
But every shark's jaws and teeth are different, depending on what they eat. The teeth on this Port Jackson shark are stumpy, which makes him a whiz at crushing shellfish.
And hey, here's another woebegone.
After the woebegone sucks up lunch, these angled teeth keep his meal in place. A tiger shark's teeth are spiky and hooked, which means they're perfect for tearing flesh.
Remind me to stay away from tiger sharks.
Good idea. Tiger sharks will eat almost anything that gets in their way. check out the junk they found in tiger shark stomachs. Tennis shoes, medieval armor, nuts and bolts, a tin can, a life jacket, and an ammunition shell. And that's just the stuff they couldn't digest.
Ugh, pass the antacid.
Teeth are so important to a shark that they actually grow them all over. A shark's whole body is covered with thousands of tiny teeth called dermal denticles.
Come again?
Dermal denticles. It comes from the Latin for skin teeth. They're pointed backwards, which helps the shark go faster when he swims.
All the sharks I've ever seen go fast enough.
The dermal denticles help, but a shark's speed is really controlled by its tail. And even here, they're specialized. Bottom-feeding sharks need balancing tails so they can hunt for slow-moving meals. While open-water sharks, like the great white, need tails designed for super speed and bursts of power so they can catch fast-moving fish.
Wow! You know, even though they're really scary, sharks are also beginning to look pretty cool.
Well, you haven't seen anything yet. Sure, sharks' teeth and tails are totally awesome, but it's their mysterious superpowers that will knock you out.
Okay, so as if powerful tails, killer teeth, and sharp eyes weren't enough, sharks have secret senses? Like what, ESP?
Well, if that stands for Extraordinary Shark Powers, yes. To start with, sharks have super sensitive hearing. Since sound travels farther in water than in air, sharks can hear normal sounds up to 1,700 yards away.
1,700 yards? That would be like you hearing me 17 football fields away.
They especially like deep sounds like the ones coming from the speaker.
Or maybe they're getting a special announcement.
Attention all shark shoppers, there's a sale on tuna in aisle 3.
I don't think so. The deep choppy sound coming from that speaker is the kind of noise a wounded fish makes. When sharks pick up the signal, it means there's an easy meal nearby, and it's time to head out on the hunt. As a shark gets closer to its victim, the sense of smell takes over.
Okay now, how can you smell anything underwater?
Well, you're always holding your breath, but when a shark swims, water and smells flow through his nose. A shark can smell a single molecule of blood in over 1 million molecules of water, so you know they're going to pick up the scent. Once he's got a scent, a shark will move back and forth to follow it, just like a bloodhound hot on a trail.
Tally-ho, we're off on a fish hunt.
When the shark gets about 100 yards from his target,
That's like 1 football field away.
he can start to feel its vibrations with the help of these canals called lateral lines. At around 30 yards,
I can see the fish from here.
so can the shark.
Okay, fish. Now it's seriously time to hide.
Well, I hate to say it, but hiding won't save this guy's scales. Once a shark is 6 feet away, even if the fish is hiding, he can still find it by using the coolest ESP of all, the ampullae of Lorenzini.
The what?
The ampullae of Lorenzini. These little sacs in the shark's snout. They help the shark feel the electricity given off by other animals.
Electricity? Now you're making stuff up.
Every animal gives off electricity. You, me, even a tiny little fish. We can't feel it, but a shark can. Any one of the shark's ESPs will lead it to a meal, but put them all together.
And this fish is fish sticks. Well, after all that work, they don't spend much time over dinner.
That's just the fast food feeding style of open water sharks. Bottom feeders, like this nurse shark, go after dinner in a totally different way. They've got another secret sensor called barbells.
Oh, so their secret is they work out in the gym.
No, duh. Barbells are these little feelers on either side of her mouth. The barbells help nurse sharks feel out their favorite snacks, like this conch. To get at the meat inside, she blasts the conch with water to knock it over. Then, using a suction action equal to 12 vacuum cleaners, she slurps up the conch meat.
You think I could get a a nurse shark to help me clean my room?
Only if it's underwater.
Okay, now, don't tell me that shark's going to try and suck the meat out of this lobster.
Eating lobster calls for a whole different dining style.